morning from your favorite YouTuber who just woke up like, okay, I'm lying. I woke up like 2 hours ago, but I just got out of bed less than a minute ago. So I'm here to tell you all about what's going to be happening today. It's a very exciting day. As you read from the title, I'm going to a dance class! If that intrigues you and you want to see all the dance class shenanigans that occurred today that I will be sharing with you, then please watch the whole video all the way through, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed because you don't know me, hi, I'm Buntlelanga, now you know me, perhaps go watch my other videos and then subscribe, and let's get on to the video. So this dance class is going to be at Soweto's finest dance studio, which is in Newtown. It's currently the 16th of June, Youth Day. So there's going to be a really interesting class happening right after mine, which is held by Somizi. If you're not South African, Somizi is extremely famous for multiple reasons. But one of those reasons is because he's like a really good choreographer, right? So I'm expecting it to be pretty full. But either way, I'm very excited for the class that I am attending, which is going to be held by Urban Wave. Urban Wave is a dance group. I'm not sure when they were founded, but they're really cool. And hilariously enough, I used to know of the dancers before I knew like of their dance group, of their dance name, that they even held classes. If you've watched the music video to My Gang by Costa Titch, you'll see some of the girlies who are in the dance crew on that video.
It is totally safe to say that I am obsessed with this choreo. It's literally amazing. But anyway, Snare, this girl over here, has a YouTube channel that I have been binge watching ever since that day of class. I love her content, but specifically a video in which she showed the behind the scenes of this music video shoot, which I highly suggest you go and watch.
So I always used to watch that video because I really like the song. When I took a closer look at the poster that Soweto's finest posted on their stories and stuff, I was like, hold on, I know that face. I know that face. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. This is my second ever dance class. My first one was like 2 years ago, and it was held by Kananelo, who is also a fantastic dancer. And she's also all over the South African music scene. I went to one of her classes 2 years ago at Soweto's finest. If you find the video of me dancing, no you didn't, please erase it from your mind. Today's class is going to be a hip-hop class, which I'm really excited for. I only woke up at around 8 because I only slept at midnight because I was working yesterday. Now, luckily, it wasn't too bad of a work day, so my legs aren't sore. I don't know when I'm going to post that video, but like you guys know that I have a waitressing job. And usually my feet are like on fire by the end of my shift. But because yesterday was a really chill function day, my feet aren't sore, which is literally a blessing. It was the one thing that I was so scared about, like, oh, my body's going to be sore after work. But it's not! I've got a few stuff to do, and I've only got 1.5 hours because we're leaving at 11:30. So let's get on to all of that. Okay, it is currently 11:45. It's 13 minutes to 11, and nothing has changed from that last clip. What we are going to do with my hair is lay my edges, because I never do that. This is a clean toothbrush that has never been used for people's teeth. We bought it, and then we said, yes, this is an edge brush. No one put it in their mouths. We're going to brush my edges down. And also, fun fact, I don't really know how to do my edges, so that's why I don't do them very often. So if this doesn't end up working out by 11 o'clock, then I'm leaving it alone. So 13 minutes max. I'm using my sister's got2b gel. Let me show you what I usually use. I actually need to throw this thing away, but this Eco Styler gel, I talked about it in my Try Vaseline video, I think. Go watch that if you haven't. Now it's finished and it was horrible anyway. I didn't use much of it. And then I also use this Native Child wax. I don't know how the 4C hair girlies are doing it or whether or not they're lying that they have 4C hair, because this on 4C kinky coily thick hair never worked on me. It literally never worked. So we're going to be using got2b, which I don't think I've ever used before. What is even my plan with design is the real question. Should I just then push these ones back? The ghetto! Oh guys, if my edges don't work, wait till I'll actually cry. I'm seriously fighting for my life here. Just gonna put my my hair in a bun, right? Maybe I should wet it. Should I wet it? I'll light it. I do not light it.
Later.
Legitimately the quickest OOTD you will ever see because I have no time management skills and we're leaving literally now. The car is outside. I came to the grand realization while I was putting these shoes on that I never dance with shoes. Every time I'm learning choreo in the morning or doing any type of practice, I do it with socks. And that's way more freeing, I guess. I will show you what is in this bag when we're in the car because it's literally 32 minutes past. The plan was to leave at past. Yeah, see you in the car. Away. So we've changed to this because my mom says Newtown is cold. It's time for a what's in my bag so that I don't stress too much about the fact that I'm like 5 minutes late. We've got food because last time I was so hungry afterwards. I nearly died. So this is leftovers actually from work yesterday. So we've got 2 bottles of cold water, a little thingy of snack, then I've got a mask and a little cloth so that I don't die of sweat. I remember last time, this is actually the cloth that I do use in the mornings when I'm doing like workouts or dances. And also this is the cloth that I used to bring to gym when we used to go to an extra gym. But I remember like 2 years ago, I didn't bring anything and everyone else like brought a little towel or something. And I was sitting there with literal sweat in my eyes. That's the tea. I don't think I'll be able to vlog when I arrive because like I said, we're kind of late. But I'll show you as much as I can. Yeah! Woo! Hey! Hey! Yeah! Okay! Yeah! Class just ended. City girls are down bad. I can't breathe. My face was more red than it currently is. However, I had a fun time. I do want to show you something interesting though. Like I said, Somizi is coming to choreograph a class. So the setup is done and he's coming in like 5 minutes. I'm leaving though because I'm tired. But it's still pretty cool to see the setup.
Later that night.
I was literally sitting in bed. I did not film an outro and tell you guys how the class was. Quick recap. We did not start on time which means that I was not necessarily late. It was very awkward for me to like sign in Kiliwan. And then I got to talk to one of the choreographers. This girl, I forgot her name. She's super cute and she's a great choreographer and she has the vibes. Like even throughout the class, like she was explaining moves really well and she was bringing the hype factor. So yeah, she was like my favorite of the group. I hope they're not watching this. Anyway, sadly I couldn't film much, right? Because I watch Easy Dance Korea and she does dance class vlogs. Sometimes she'll like put the thingy on the floor and then dance like that, and there's like other people in the class, and that was my plan, right? Because I saw her doing it in her vlogs and I was like, yep, that's my plan. But it felt so like I could not put my phone by the mirror. And then also whenever I would go to the back to go and drink some water, there's people like literally lined up at the back of the studio, so I couldn't be like, oh, we're currently like on break, or oh, we're about to start shooting or something, because there were people standing there like by our bags, which I don't understand why they were waiting in the studio. Anyway, there were people who were waiting in the studio for the next class, but the next class wasn't even happening in the studio, it was happening outside, so I don't know why they were waiting in the studio and right by our bag. So every time I had to go get my bag, this girl would... Anyway, to be very honest with you, right, the first 30 seconds of the dance, right, I got down really fast. Super proud of my retention of choreo. I even like managed to add swag and style to a dance, because you know, it's like knowing the basics of making bread, and then now you can start making garlic bread and croissants and adding like olives and bacon to your bread, or making cheese bread, right? That's adding style, but you need to know how to make bread first. So I feel like with choreo it's the same thing. You need to like know the counts, know the moves, know the timing, know your movements, and then you can add like face and body. And then when we moved on to like the last 2 or 3 8 counts, I was struggling. I was trying to help, like get the choreographer's help with counts, because I was like, is it a 1 2 or a 1 2 3, something with footwork? And then she didn't count. She went just like, you go ha ha yeah, right? Which I've talked to one of my friends who also dances about this, that sometimes I don't mind when choreographers do that and they don't count, they just use like sounds, and now you shimmy shimmy jump, and you use like lyrics to kind of figure out when you're supposed to do a move. However, with times like these when it's like semi-complicated footwork, numbers would help greatly, and I was like, Chomi, can you just, is it a 1 count? Is it a 2 count or a 3 count there? I kept on trying to watch her, and then sometimes she would do it a 2 count and then sometimes a 3 count, so I was getting confused. Slide back thingy. Yeah, at the end, like when we were attempting the whole dance all together, and the 3 times that we shot like the final clip, my brain would just not be working with my body, and I'd just like freeze up during that part and then get back into the rest of the dance after that leg back situation move thing. I like how, because they're like a dance group, we got to see the teaching styles of 4 of them, because I think only 4 were there, right? I think each one would teach 1 8 count. So there would be certain people who taught like a little bit more different. I wouldn't say better, not that anybody was like horrible in the way that they taught, but like you just, I don't know, some would have more fun with it, some would be like way more helpful, like, oh, do you need help, like do you need to know how to do this certain step or something like that. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see different people's teaching methods in one class. I think it's honesty hour here. After the class, I was so disappointed. I was disappointed in myself, because I was struggling with the last 2 8 counts, and even like by the time we had finished the last shooting that's gonna go on their Instagram page or something, I was like, the last 2 8 counts is so horrible for me, you know? So I was really, really disappointed in myself about that, and I was beating myself up heavily for it while we were walking out. Like I tried to take pictures, but it wasn't really working, because I was still thinking about like, you know, and I kept on saying, oh, everyone else in the choreo got it except for me, but I realized now that I really wasn't paying attention to what anyone else was doing, and I haven't watched the videos yet, so I don't, maybe other people were struggling with other things, you know. We were all, like the choreographers were saying, like if you don't get it on the first time, it's okay, because we're all learning this for the first time. You guys are all learning this for the first time. So it got better by the time like I got back home. I was really proud of myself for, again, mastering a lot of the beginning part of the dance and being able to add swag to it. But yeah, the last like 3 or 2 8 counts were a mission, and they still are a mission. And it was so nice to have like a really clear mirror in front of me, because you know, I would show you now, but like in the living room, I kind of use our glass door as a mirror, because like when it's dark in the mornings, that's why I wake up so early in the mornings. If you switch on the light and it's dark outside, the glass door kind of works as a mirror, right? So I usually use that, but it's not extremely clear. So I was loving being able to see myself with a nice, clear, huge mirror right in front of me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my dream. So yeah, that's something else I enjoyed in the class. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. The Ghetto, I know you like my content. If you've watched this video all the way through, you like me, it's evident. But if you want to like me some more before you subscribe, go watch some of my other videos. And I hope you have a great day. So long, fare thee well, pip pip, cheerio. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Sarafina, mama. Outfit of the day, per.
Also a young guest appearance from Diallo Dikat. Say hi to the Mensa. Also, he's grown so. Oh my god!
Okay, it's kind of giving. I don't know. We are living in times of the ghetto. I don't know. I really don't know. Should I do like a low bun so you can all see it? My hair looks dry.